We're at the Abbey.
Spoken to PT, and she told us to meet her at the Board Inn that night.
She did. Right, so we'll grab a glass of water and then we'll kick off.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was, when I created mine, it wasn't one of the pigeonhole ones. It was one that you customize or something.
Yeah, which you can
I
do.
had lots of things. Yeah, I had lots of professional skills, but I've got things there that I could quite easily lose.
I was going to say, there is a limit, like Zed says, but I thought I'd done mine spot on, to be fair, but...
Yeah, well, you chose one of the things. I think you took, like, say...
cooperative
type thing. Mine was a hybrid type thing. Can't remember what I took now. Basically, I created my own, because my not social class, career is, I called it MacGyver.
What I'll do is...
I'm just looking for my original character from Mythras, my very first one. There we go, the workings out on.
What I'll do is I will come up with a set of character generation rules, and then I'll post them, and you can give me some thoughts on them.
Yeah, I've got skills here that I could quite easily lose in professionals. Things like flight.
Because the other thing I'm thinking as well is like having used computer for basic computer literacy as a standard skill, because everybody should be able to use a computer. You shouldn't have to roll. You shouldn't have to have a professional skill use computer to be able to make a standard roll to look up stuff on Google, right?
Yeah.
And then introduce something like a hacking skill, which is all around, or maybe call it advanced computer use, and that incorporates hacking, programming, cryptography, decrypting, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense. Looking at my character, the reason I've got all those things in the professional skills is I've got every standard skill ticked apart from sing, influence, deceit, and dance.
Yeah.
And sing and dance that I'm never likely to choose or use. And the others I wasn't really leaning towards that type of character, so I put the extra skills into the professional ones.
Yeah, looking what I've written down from like 7 years ago. It feels like it must be 7 years ago. Jesus. Is I've chosen my professional skills like stealth. No, it's stealth. It's not stealth. It's survival and things like that. I've put points in twice.
Yeah.
Which you can do. So I've lost. Yeah. So yeah. After what page is it's page 31?
Still looking.
Yeah, the skill list does really need tweaking. It's almost like it's out of date. Like having no time.
It's not out of date. It's generic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you look at page 26 of the core rulebook, it says distribute 100 points. Select up to 3 skills from the professional skills available to that career. And then if you look at community, culture, it says select 3 professional skills from the options offered. So you should start with up to 6 professional skills.
Yeah.
But what I'm kind of thinking is give you 4 for your career, 3 for your culture, and then 1 random one that you can choose as part of your rounding out as a base start.
So you're looking at the general rules in the game. I chose the custom, which is the Mythras career, and it says pick any 7 under professional skills on that.
Yes, and that's because I completely misunderstood how it works.
Right.
So let me rethink
Yep.
it and retweak it and recreate some careers, and then we can sit down and review it, tweak it, get it balanced with the rules, and rebuild characters.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not. It shouldn't hurt you, and we should get
Oh, no.
the skill list a little bit more appropriate.
Yeah, if we added a few new skills in, that's it's missing, that would work fine. Because
Yeah.
at the moment, I've got things because I had nothing else to put them into.
Yeah.
Because I maxed out in what I needed type of thing, and it said pick 7, so I did. If I didn't have to choose 7, then I probably wouldn't have done. I'd put more points in other things.
Well, it's like bonus skill points. You can do that by age. If you go to page 30, top of page 32.
Yes. Yeah, and that's probably what I'll do. Is I'll probably assume all characters should start between 30 and 40 years old, and
Yeah.
give you your bonus points based on your age.
Yeah.
We'll
Well,
do that.
my character is 30 in this. So
Yeah.
But then bear in mind, Kath, that you can't choose extra professional skills using that though. They'd have to go onto your basic skills. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or even onto your passions, things like that.
Yeah.
I just spent more on the standard skills.
All right, gentlemen, how are we doing today?
Tickety
Not bad.
do.
Are we live?
We are live. Do you want me to mute everybody?
Yeah, mute. Oh, were we muted?
No, we're muted now if you want to be muted.
We can kick off.
I had my bloods done today, then I went to work on my day off
Why did you go to work on your day off?
because we're short.
Because he's daft.
Because I want my customers to get their stuff.
I've been
It's
waiting all day.
it's because you want your whiskey at Christmas, isn't it?
That's true. or it could be because I've got...
You're rural, aren't you?
Sorry?
Are you rural?
Yeah,
You have a van
I have a lovely van.
and you drive up and down farm tracks.
Going...
You got cats with you as well.
Yeah. I do have a cat, funny enough, in the van, so ha ha.
Ah.
And when people shout, "Where's your black and white cat?" I go, "Here it is." I also have Groot at the front as well. Baby Groot.
All right. So last session, you got yourself to Whitby. You secured your. Well, actually, you went via Mark Silver's place in Wales. We discovered was a nice little, very tiny cottage just south of where, Kath?
Better Coid.
There you go. Just south of there. Because I'm not going to murder it.
We
to say Betsy Coid, and it's like, no.
We
It doesn't
should
even spell that way.
have a Welsh episode.
We should have a Welsh episode. You know, we always do. We speak Welsh. The whole
Yes,
session.
the whole session.
Yes, that's go very well.
I'll have a tissue for my screen.
You then drove over to Whitby. You found a small guest house, the Castle House to be precise, just on the outside, just on the outskirts of, I think, Sneaton Castle, isn't it? Sneaton
Was
Castle.
indeed. Yep, yep.
You then drove sort of, again, off this map, just to the south of Morrison's Daily, to track down HGD Logistics, where you spent a little bit of time keeping an eye on things. They seem to have, normal day-to-day traffic, vans coming in and out. There was a lorry, a small kind of van and lorry that grabbed your attention that was all black with the Sirius constellation on it. I don't know if you figured out what that meant yet, but you kind of saw that. You then waited until the evening where you thought everything was quiet, and you headed out round to the offices, where you were met. As you went round the corner, you were met by a rather well-proportioned guard who seemed to be a little bit more. He was certainly not your average sort of private security guard. He was a private security guard. And you managed to bluff your way out of that situation by claiming you'd lost your dog. The guard kind of, well, you assume fell for it, and then you went back to your place. The following day, you took a wander up on the Sunday, you were taking a wander up to Whitby Abbey, taking a look around at what was going on up there, and just getting a feel for the thing. You learn that morning about a woman's body that had been found on the beach to the north of Whitby Abbey, that was found with a black Whitby jet and sort of tarnished silver brooch. And you know that a local solicitor's firm, Billington and Sons, is looking for any information as to who this person could be, but you have not seen them before. Whilst you were up in the Abbey, you actually spotted Paula Teague with a man, and eventually you managed to kind of not corner her as such, but you definitely got to a point where you could have a quick conversation, and she basically batted you away, sort of said not here, and then said let's have a chat at the Board Inn tonight at 8 p.m. I believe that's where we left it.
Indeed. Well, Mark, seems we're up here. We might as well have a wander around Abbey and see what we can see. I don't mind an ice cream.
Yeah, and we came up here to look for things about the body.
Yeah.
From PT, so.
Exactly. We're going to go to the cliff edge, weren't we, and see where she went from.
Yeah.
Or try and get as close as we can to that area.
Yep.
Is it cordoned off or anything? Or?
No. It is definitely not cordoned off. So you can definitely get to the cliff edge. I'm just having a quick trying to find the map. 1 second. The body was found. If you've got Google Maps open, the body was found on the stand. Hold on, let me paste it in here. Actually, so I'm pasting it into the game chat. In that location there. Which happens to be just off Cleveland Way. It's the only sandy strip of the beach that you can see on the tide, on the overhead view of the area. So kind of walking from the Abbey, you kind of come back out to the car park, then down Abbey Lane, onto Cleveland Way, and then along Cleveland Way until you can get to a point where you think you can kind of get to wander down to the sort of the cliff edge.
Oh, that's steep, isn't it?
And take a look. Yes, very steep. Yes, and there is Yeah, there is a path. So there is a path. Well, that's a nice view, actually.
It's a lovely view. I'm sure I've walked that before, you know.
Beautiful view, isn't it? So yeah, tied out. Well, actually, let's keep going. Oh, I like the fact that Cleveland Way is actually has been
Yeah, it's
mapped
mapped
by
out.
Google.
Yeah, it's on the stream as well now, which is brilliant. How far do you want to go down Cleveland Way?
I would say. I'm keeping going towards the Abbey.
Yeah, I was going the opposite direction.
Yeah, so was I.
You can see the jetty.
So if you keep going, you'll get to a point where you can see what would have been a set of gate. I mean, it's 2015, so who knows? 2011, you could have probably got down onto the beach there somewhere. Anyway, that's probably where the body was found, sort of near the telegraph pole and the blue. Oh no, that it is blue gates through the telegraph pole. There would have been a set of gates that you could have walked along. Yeah. So, yeah. So probably not too far level from the house, the big white and blackish kind of house, which I think on the map is the Coast Guard area. Probably found by a walker down on the beach at that area. Hard to tell how they'd have got there, though. There's no obvious path down, or at least there isn't on the 2015 map. There might have been once upon a time. And you've got the Keep Out Dangerous Cliffs sign, so yeah. So it doesn't look like the woman could have got down onto the beach from here. It looks like she must have either washed in or was kind of tossed into the water or fell in off the harbour and maybe harbour wall and maybe washed around kind of that direction. And you kind of stand there eating your ice cream in the late Sunday, early September sun. You know, doing this makes me want to go to Whitby for a break.
Yeah, I'll zoom in with the camera and take a look at the area to see if I can see anything that stands out as unusual.
Nothing seems to stand out. It's just a typical
beach.
Typical North Sea beach, yeah.
Is there signs where it's been cordoned off down there?
No.
No. Right.
So there's no way of telling from up here where it was.
No, and it would appear that wherever the body was found was probably found on rock during low tide rather than high tide.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's no sign of walking up and down here. There's no sign of any sort of struggle or anything.
No.
It's almost like the car park all over again. Going from a height.
Yeah, but to be fair, the car park didn't have a bit of distance before the final fall. It was literally just off the ledge, wasn't it?
Yeah.
This, you've got to go away to clear the cliff. Peculiar.
When the tide is in, does it come all the way in, or is there room to actually walk along the cliff edge.
When the
Or
tide
the-
is in, it will be right up to the bottom of the cliffs.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So going down there to have a quick look around would be pointless because it's either being washed away
Yes, exactly.
or would be in a rush. Right, okay.
Right, well, mate, let's. I don't think there's much more we can learn from round here. I can't see anything in the grass. There's no sign of any struggle out, so maybe she did fall in the water and get washed up further down.
Possibly. There's no name given for her, was there?
Nah.
No.
Can we try and do a look up like did with PT and Cassandra? Try and, like a Facebook search type thing, or reverse picture search or something like that type of thing.
You can try, yeah.
What, did we get a picture of her?
Well, Zed showed us a picture, so I assume
there was
that
a
was
picture. Billington had basically put out a local in the newspaper. A local.
That's right.
Do you know this woman? And the stuff that she was found
Yes,
with, which wasn't
yeah.
much.
Yeah, because
Sort of a probably a North Face kind of mid-layer jacket.
Yeah, yeah. I remember the picture. Yeah, I thought we were talking about Cassandra's sister.
Yeah. Yeah. You got a bit confused about
I
all
did.
the.
It's an AI picture. Well, to be fair, I thought it was PT we'd found in the water.
Yeah.
No.
That's I'll do a computer roll. He's got a very good roll.
Oh, look at that! Jesus Christ. Okay. You find a single photo of the woman using kind of sort of reverse kind of photo image lookup. You know, you basically you go to Billington's kind of fledgling website and you'll see that there is a picture there of the woman, obviously covered from the neck, but just the face.
Yeah.
And you manage to do a sort of a look. And it probably takes you best part of about 3 hours, 4 hours to do a thorough search of the internet. And it gives you a hit. 1 second. Where's me book? I wasn't expecting you to do this.
You should know by now. I do think that's totally baffled what you're expecting.
Yeah, I know. It gives you a hit of a woman by the name of Lucy, and her surname her surname appears to be Westerner, Westener.
So is she from this area or from another country or?
You don't know because it's not her profile. She has no Facebook or social media profile. It is a photograph linked to. Hang on a second. Bear with me, please, Paula.
Your information is important to us. If you please hold the line.
Yes. She appears to be a well, I don't know quite what she is, but she is linked to something called Save the Children.
Okay. Is that a charity or?
Appears to be, yes, it appears to be a charity.
Yeah, I'll look that up and see where that's based. Like, this country is an international charity.
Did you say Save the Children?
Yeah.
Yes.
As in the Save the Children?
Oh, is there an actual charity?
Yeah, yeah. It's a bit small, really. It's only been going since 1919. So.
Hang on then, maybe it's not Save the Children. 1 second.
Maybe she works at one of their charity shops that are dotted around the country.
Yeah.
Yeah, Save the Children. Yeah, it's definitely not Save the Children.
No.
But it is something the children. I'm trying to find it.
Eat the children.
No, it's not Eat the Children. Either. I think it's something. God. No, I don't know. Now I'm doubting myself. Because again, I wasn't expecting to find the clue just yet.
So we're going back to London because we keep finding things that are going to get us in hot water.
Yeah. Give me a second. Anyway, so it is a she appears to be linked to a children's charity. And I'm just going to try and find it really quickly. And if I can find it, I can tell you. Heal the Children. There you go.
And is it a UK charity or American or something? It's English language, obviously, but
no, it is not.
oh,
Oh, 1 second.
since we've got so many international things already going on, it was just something that seemed like a question to ask.
Actually, no, that's fine. Sorry, I'm just I know, I just want to double check. Okay. So give me another roll, please.
Here's a skill.
Yeah, another computer skill.
See. That would give me something to do with it. That's a now. Reroll.
You're going to reroll. Okay.
Going down.
Okay.
Nice, did a me.
Oh, 1 point away from Herculean.
Founded in 1992. Heal the Children is a charity that has offices in London, Dublin, Rome, Zurich, and Bucharest. Founded in 1992, working closely with the Roman Catholic Church, or the Catholic Church in Romania. They have a number of orphanages based in they have a number of orphanages based that they've purchased in from the Romanian government, and they are advertising the rehoming, fostering of Romanian orphans, and their goal is eventually to close down all of the Romanian orphanages that they've purchased once they have rehomed and had fostered and adopted all of the children that are in them.
A mammoth task.
Yeah, especially like kids that keep reproducing.
Miss Westerner is a caseworker, somebody that has a name that says you can basically contact them if you're interested in, and there's probably a list of maybe a dozen caseworkers, and each have between 10 and 20 children, and it just basically says, a little like a photo of the child and a little bit of a brief about the child, and it just says contact the caseworker, and it gives you the email address for the caseworker or the office that they're associated with if you're interested. And Lucy is tied to the London office.
I knew we'd find a way to send us back to London.
Well, it's not that much, mate. I'm more concerned with bloody Romania keeps popping up every 5 bloody minutes.
Yeah.
But it's a bit of a London coincidence there. Whereabouts are offices in London then, mate?
I don't know.
When we're back in London, we'll find it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be bloody surprised if they're around the neck of woods where we were.
I wouldn't be surprised either. But since bodies seem to be propping up, I wonder if Paula knows anything about this woman. Because she was there as well at the Abbey. Maybe she knew her. Let's ask her later on.
Yeah, maybe, mate. That's a good call, that.
It is a building not too far away from the Save the Children offices. So over in say it is a small building, quite unassuming, off. Let's have a look. Britain Street. The other thing that grabs you of interest about Save the Children,
Heal the children.
that's the one, Heal the Children. Is they're quite they are quite vocal about one of their sort of not sponsors, that's not the right word, one of their key fundraisers is a young woman by the name of Tabitha Homewood. Who appears to be the daughter of Lord Homewood. Tabitha, sorry, no, 1 second. Grabbing a bunch of notes down because you're forcing me to improvise a little bit. But that's what I like about this game. Improvisation is amazing.
Yeah, you don't get much further because I keep asking awkward questions that he's got to then work out.
That's fine.
As soon as she said Tabitha, I had a picture of my character in EverQuest.
Okay, so
See, I was thinking Bewitched.
Tabitha Homewood, and the reason why they're quite boyish about making a big thing about her is because she's a socialite, I would guess. She's a youngish woman, up and coming in her early 20s. She is the daughter of Philip Homewood, also known as Lord Godalming.
Lord what?
Lord Godalming. Godalming. A member of the House of Lords, and he sits on the Joint Committee of the National Security Strategy. Ex-British Army.
So you may have heard of him before.
She has a bit of a reputation. She's quite often in the tabloid press, having a different pop star, film star, actor, occasional actress on her arm. But she's also used by heal the children, heal the children, not save the children. And she's involved with them to as a fundraiser.
Nice bit of skirt, that, isn't it?
Should we tell this Michael Carmichael for the Billington and Sons, or speak to Paul about it first?
Well, let's talk to Mr. Teague first, rather than yeah. There's no reward, is there? It's just a simple.
Yeah.
See what she knows about her. At least we've got some information to ask her questions now, can't we?
Yeah. If there's anything sinister to do with this death, I think the other ones we don't want to drag other people in. We don't have to.
I won't mind finding out. I know she's died in the water there, but I won't mind finding out what the body condition was. Because those ones down in London were pretty damn strange.
Yeah. I don't know how we're going to find that out without actually visiting the morgue. But then again, PT again. If she's in the same line of business as her sister, then...
Well, we don't want her to get burned, though, do we? Look at what happened to her sister.
No, but I mean, she might already know.
Maybe.
She's looking into this as well.
But then the coroner's office might have some information, which, you know.
Yes. Is it something they're going to give out there? Around here?
No. Once the family's been told, it's pretty much public domain, isn't it? I just think newspapers find out about these things.
Yeah. Being drained of all blood like the other one, then I don't think that's going to actually be released. Some type of information, because you might end up getting copycat killers if they think that it's just an accident, but she's drained of blood. It's obviously not an accident.
But by law, mate, they've got to put exactly what's wrong with the body. They can't falsify anything on those things.
Yeah, but they don't have to make those bits public, do they?
Coroner's report is black and white, mate. It's what they see on the bed as such.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought that would be public. Coroner's report. The fact that she's died, yes. Details of her name and things, maybe, but how?
Oh, you're about what's in the paper. No, it won't be in the paper, mate.
No.
But coroner's report it says everything on it.
Yeah, but can anyone?
But no, it won't be in the paper. Yeah, you can get a coroner. Any news report can go get a coroner's report.
Huh. Didn't know that. Never really bothered looking.
That's why you get things in the paper saying waiting for a toxicology report to come back and things like that.
You're kind of sat back in your B&B having this conversation as the Sunday afternoon continues onwards.
Yeah, here we go. Just to let you know, if you'd like a copy, please make your request in writing either by post or email. This is necessary because we need to obtain the coroner's approval and signature for on each request. Do bear in mind that the report contains detailed and explicit medical information and many people find this unpleasant reading.
Okay. But they've got to get permission, then I would assume the coroner could refuse the permission.
Possible.
Otherwise, there's no point.
Oh, you can get it by copies may be obtained by following payment of a fee to the coroner. So there's your permission.
Yeah. Okay, you're not allowed to have this. How about this?
Yeah, once your question has been completed,
Yeah, that's high enough.
a properly interested person may apply to inspect without charge the notes and evidence of any documents put in evidence at the inquest or copy of a post-mortem examination. And you get copies of those for a fee.
That sounds a bit morbid.
Yeah, but there are people out there that do that sort of thing.
Yeah, I know. There's some really strange people out there.
Well,
I'm not saying this is strange, I'm just saying there's some really strange people out there that do have all sorts of fetishes, like lithids. That's a really weird fetish that somebody would have to have.
So,
yeah, no, it's all part of the public record, mate.
that's what you discover.
Look up this board in, find out where it is. I'll
Okay.
go for a meal nearby. Kill time until. Can't see it on the map.
It's on the map.
Yeah, the board in is just to the right of the river, next to the Duke of Whitby. Just down from the 99 steps, 199 steps.
Yep.
Is this on Google Maps or on the map?
Google
on
Maps.
the screen?
It's next. Google. Well, the map on the screen, buddy, is going to be. I'll ping it.
Right. I was looking at the map on the screen.
In fact, it's next to the Black Jet.
Blackpool. Right. Okay. Yeah, I was looking at that map, not the real.
Sorry, it's next to Victorian Jet. That's where it's next to.
Yeah. So literally, it's at the bottom of where the 99 steps are.
Right.
And the 99 steps are about here, so it's literally about that point there.
Whitby Heritage Centre, right next door to that.
Yeah.
Oh, we can go Duke of York, can't we, for a little bit to eat?
Ultimately there, look.
Yeah. Sounds good.
See, look, I can use my little circles to show you all the places that you go that are of import.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll head over for something to eat. I kill time, keeping an eye out. So we can get the inn early and check it out before she turns up in case somebody else is watching her.
Okay. So you're going to get there quite early, are you? By the time you kind of meander, you're going to walk again from Castle House over to the Board Inn.
Get a taxi.
Get a taxi. Well, it's still quite nice. It is about 16 degrees.
Oh, walk in that case then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lovely day. Okay, so you head over. You take a nice sort of. Let's have a look. Let's do directions from the Castle House. It is a good. It's about 2 miles. Well, it's about 1.5 miles. It's a lovely sort of walk. What's interesting? So you walk from Castle House. You kind of come up, down, along Stakesbury Road. No, hang on. Let's start this. Castle Road, Stakesby Road, Springvale, St Hilda's Terrace, walking past the Whitby Museum and the Whitby Town Council House, onto Flowergate. As you walk along Flowergate, a building comes into your view. And it is this building. Number 38 Flowergate, Whitby, is Billington's and Son. Billington and Sons. And you walk past this kind of building. You know the green door and the camera pointing down at the entrance of the doorway.
Where the pin is, 38 Flowergate. It says Bear Bunnies. Sounds a bit dodgy.
Bear Bunnies, eh?
Yeah. No idea what it is, but
Yeah, it's a beauty salon.
micropub beard clock nearby as well. Okay.
Looks like a nice building, doesn't it? Looks of that
Yeah.
clock.
Yeah, I do.
Is it? Oh, but it's going to be too late to be open now, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's not open right now. That's interesting. So if you look at the 2009, by the way, it's actually called Bagshaw's of Whitby Tea Rooms. I'm just repurposing Bagshaw of Whitby's Tea Rooms because it was the only building that looked like it could possibly be a solicitor's building on that street. And I thought, why not? Anyway, what's interesting, 2009, the next door is a kind of a sports goods shop and it's for sale. Still for sale in... due to business relocation 2014. Kirsty's is still there 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, and then it's gone. And in 2023, it's back up for sale. It's a grade 2 listed building, no longer appears to be a tea room. Crikey, 2017 looks like a Morris dancer walking past it.
Yeah, I just clocked that.
So in 2009 it was a tea room. By 2011 the tea room has gone. So by 2011 it is Billington and Sons solicitors. Anyway, you continue walking. It's just so you roughly know, you now roughly know where it is. Let me put something on the map. It is just the other side of there. There you go. So you've now got a rough idea of where Billington and Sons is on the map. So you get yourself up. Are you going to the Duke of Whitby, or are you going to actually go to the boarding?
I thought it's Duke of York next door, isn't it? It's Duke of Whitby, is it?
Duke of York, Whitby, yeah. Duke of
Yeah.
York, yeah. Okay, so you get there for just after sort of about 6:30. There's still a few sort of straggly tourists in the place. It's probably not as busy as it would have been probably the week before or the weekend before. It is a Sunday evening. It is. Yeah. You get yourself in, you get yourself a couple of drinks, you sit down at a table, you enjoy. Are you having food or are you just. What are you doing?
Might as well get something to eat.
Yeah, get some to eat.
You get yourself a nice meal, a couple of beers, chill out for an hour or so, watch the world go by. The clock slowly marches towards 8 p.m.
We'll head over to the board inn.
Yeah.
Try to get there for about 7 if we can, so that we can keep an eye on the place. See if.
Okay.
Is there a side
Anyone?
entrance to the boarding? You can go through from the Duke of York, because it looks like a set of stairs going down there. Maybe not.
Hard to tell.
Yep, there is.
Yeah, there's probably a. Yeah, I would say the pub garden, maybe. Have a look. I'll look on the Google map. The boarding.
Yeah, I can't see down the alleyway, unfortunately.
No, but I was just having a look. Yeah, even the Google map is satellite view very unclear.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We'll go.
Well, look, there's no reason why there couldn't be, right? There's no reason why there couldn't be a little route down there that gets you to the. Well, hang on.
Because unless it's a two-tier effect.
There are actually some photos that let you look inside the place.
Oh.
It doesn't have a garden, but it does have a back view onto the river. Oh, there is a set of stairs down the side. No drinking outside. So no, there's no. I don't think there's going to be a side entrance. It's a very quaint little place. And you get yourself a table in a corner, trying to keep yourselves as far away from people as possible.
Yeah, I'll look out for anyone that looks like not a local tourist, someone that might be surveilling. So if PT turned up, someone that might be watching her, or maybe say if she's a member of MI5 or something, a support team, or someone that might be watching out for her type of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like the passage. Sorry.
Go on. No.
I said it looks like the passageway down the bottom is the kitchen's down below.
Yeah, got it.
I was just thinking that she doesn't know us personally, just about us,
Well,
so she might take back up.
No, she does, mate, because what did she say when she saw you? What the hell are you doing here? She knows you,
So
mate. She knows you.
About us.
Yeah, so she knows us.
Yeah, but we've obviously thrown a spanner in the works because she didn't think we'd be here. So I'm just wondering whether she might bring some support, or if she's at risk, because Didn't Cassandra want us to extract her or
No, she didn't want us. She didn't want us to distract us. It just said.
rescue? Yeah, rescue her. She wanted rescuing. I made notes of it at the time. When the name came up, Cassandra wanted something about rescuing PT, who was in.
Oh, I know exactly what it said, mate. Don't you worry.
Must get her out ASAP.
That's
is what it
right.
actually
Yep.
said. Didn't
Yeah,
say
yeah.
rescue her, just said
Get her out
must
ASAP.
get her out ASAP.
Which sounds like rescue to me. That's why I wrote it down.
Yeah. Okay. Give me a perception check then, as you kind of sat looking around and watching. Oh, Junior Rose tonight, you are on fire.
I am so dead on Thursday's game.
The few people that are in the boarding are very much either regulars or curious tourists. Nobody particularly seems out of place. These are classic spit and
It's a proper pub.
sawdust pubs. Even the Duke of York next door
Yeah.
is a classic spit and sawdust kind of place.
Looks nice on the outside, doesn't it, though?
Yeah. So, nobody seems to be out of place in the boarding. Some of the days when, yeah, nobody seems to be out of place in the boarding. And as 8 o'clock rolls through, you notice Paula kind of comes in, glances around, spots you, nods. What are you drinking at the moment?
It's a pint of. We'll go for a Timothy Taylor's Landlord.
Tim Taylor Landlord.
I'm probably going for soft drinks at the moment, keeping her.
Okay. Well, yeah, she sees you, she nods.
Yeah,
She goes over to the bar. She orders a Coke, Tim Taylor's Landlord, glass of red, and a couple of bags of prawn cocktail crisps.
Oh, winner.
She comes over with the tray. She sits down. She puts her back, deliberately puts her back to the room, so she's looking out of the window, out over the harbour. She takes a bit of a drink, and she kind of, so, why are you here?
We're trying to find out what's going on. As I mentioned earlier on, we were due to meet with Cassandra, and as we're waiting, there's a disturbance, and apparently she jumped off a car park.
And to be fair, Miss Teague, you're what brought us up to Whitby in the first place, because we found your name on a shipping manifest.
It's just pure chance that we went to check out the car park and found your name at the car. We never actually spoke to Cassandra. It took us a bit to find out who she was. So we have no idea what we're supposed to be doing. All we got was the email to meet her, and that was as far as we got.
Well,
So
yeah,
she didn't give you or send you anything.
no.
Nope. We
We,
got her picture in an email, a picture of us, which was guaranteed to get our attention because she shouldn't have that picture.
that's very true. That, and to be quite honest, Miss Teague, we were all for jacking it in, but strange things are happening. So we've come this way. For my apartment in London's been trashed.
Have you sent me any messages? Because I got a message to go to an address, and there was another body there.
No, I didn't send you anything. Okay,
Says,
so she takes a long gulp and then opens, like rustles the pack of Walker's crisps as she's opening them. Splits him down the middle and just lays a pack out and takes a couple. Do you get that nice waft of prawn cocktail smell from Chris that kind of comes
Oh
over?
yes.
And you're like, Even though I've eaten, I'm going to have some of these crisps. My sister was always a inquisitive sort. She worked the Romanian desk for our friends at GCHQ. Recently, about 9 months ago, she was moved to MI6. Though she should probably not have shared that with me. Me, and my sins, was never quite as good as she was. So I took a slightly different route. You could say I'm a freelance investigative journalist by trade. I poke my nose into places where I probably shouldn't. And it was Christmas time when we were together. Cassandra, her partner, me, the husband. We got chatting, like you do. She mentioned that she was trying to track some unusual but regular shipments from Romania. She believed they could have been weapons, though she wasn't 100% sure. Just so happened that she had the name HGD Logistics. I decided, a bit of a loose end this year, really. I'd do a bit of digging, see if I could help my sis out. So I got myself a job here. One of their shipment companies, or their shipping hubs. Very odd to have a company of that kind of caliber based in a small place like Whitby. The only thing that they can ever hope to achieve to get into the harbour here is a 3,000 tonner, which they happen to have, the Demeter they call it. Doesn't often berth an Endeavour harbour, but it's just about big enough to take her. Normally, she gets anchored out in the harbour, just off West Pier. And small boats will ferry goods to and from Endeavour Quay. Always the same. They get transferred from boat by van or small lorry up to our warehouse and then distributed often to a company called Sirius Minerals. Recently, Sirius Minerals were granted a a license to dig a mine at Woodsmith, just outside of Whitby here. You can't miss the trucks, and especially when the Demeter's in dock, the trucks are always moving backwards and forwards. Some go directly to the quay, others come over to HGD. Black trucks with the Sirius Major constellation on them.
I've seen them.
Can I just stop you for a moment, Miss Teague? Twice now you've mentioned the ship Demeter.
The Demeter.
Demeter,
Yes.
yeah. Are you sure that's the right name?
No, that is the right name, yes. Why?
Because that's the name of the ship that's in this bloody book I've been reading, this Bram Stoker thing.
You got the dossier.
No, it's a book here. Look, it's just a book about this fictional character that looks blood and stuff. It's from Transylvania. You must have read it. It's apparently it's quite old.
Yes. The dossier.
No, it's a novel.
It's not a book.
It's a novel.
Cassandra believed it was an after-action report from a secret organisation that were working on behalf of the British government.
Behave yourself.
Well, that's what she believed, and she had me digging into it. I think. But yes, the ship is called the Demeter. Definitely the Demeter. It is about 3,000 tons. Definitely travels, according to the best I've been able to ascertain, it comes in from the Black Sea, comes either via Rotterdam or direct to here.
So what's actually being shipped on it?
Well, that's the odd thing. I managed to have one of the crates redirected to Cassandra's.
Yeah,
It just seemed to be a crate of soil.
No, it wasn't.
There's stuff in that soil. Freaky stuff in that soil.
Well, it's bloody weird. These little worms came out, yeah? But they were all white and they came out, but as soon as the UV light hit them, they just burst into dust, just like into vapour, disappeared. It's like the UV light killed them.
Well, that's interesting.
Next thing you say, the little vampire worms, like in this bloody book.
Well, I don't know if they're vampire worms, but like I said, the book, my sister believed was an after-action report rather than a novel, written in a way to maybe distract people should they find it, but definitely an after-action report. There's a little bit more going on, though. I've started to come to the conclusion that Sirius Minerals is either a front for or just a subsidiary of a larger Black Ops organisation known as Edom. Quite who Edom are, and this is what Cassandra was trying to dig into. She believed that everything we know, that they have links to Romania. And she believed that they were either a CIA-fronted Black Ops unit or a joint CIA MI6 operation, though as much as she could dig into things at work, she was never able to find a direct link.
I've seen that name, Edom.
Yeah.
I showed a photo of a tattoo, I think it was, on the wall.
Yes. Of a bat.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
She also made a note about getting you out of
My sister.
ASAP. Is that
She's the
what we
older-
were hired for?
She's the older sister. She's always worried about me. But still, those worms, those crates, I suspect that there are at least 4 shipments that have come through in the last 6 months.
And how many crates in those shipments?
Well, the Demeter's a 3,000 tonner.
That's a lot of bloody crates. Excuse my French.
Not
There's a lot of
all.
worms.
Not all. Soil. I think they might be shipping other things, weapons perhaps, possibly linked to a Russian mafia or an arms runner based out of Romania, but I've never been able to prove it. Just a name that I'd heard. Razan.
Razan.
Razan. But this is all immaterial at the moment.
Yeah, why were we contacted? We've never found out why
What-
she
yeah.
reached out to us.
Why us and what for?
I don't know why Cassandra reached out to you personally. She said that she'd found a couple of people that she thought would firstly believe her and secondly would be interested in helping her uncover the truth. Especially if it was at the root of our intelligence services. She also said she thought that there were a drug being manufactured by this Edom. Some kind of serum that enhanced a person's natural strength and speed. And again,
Looking at the state of Sam's place, I can believe that one.
Yeah, well, my apartment had been torn apart by a bloody giant. Door was ripped off. Everything was ripped apart. And there was a strange vial we found, wasn't there?
Yeah. I want to get it checked out at some point, but we found a couple of them, haven't we? We found that one, and we found something at the site of Cassandra's
Sad
car.
passing. Yeah.
Do they use dogs or anything? We found paw prints by Cassandra as well.
Big dog. Big black dog, apparently.
it's possible that if Edom are manufacturing this drug, that they're testing it on animals, setting those animals free. This is certainly something that Cassandra would. Sorry?
That's a horrible thought.
Certainly something that Cassandra was digging into. She wasn't sure. She mentioned briefly a dog that she thought had been let loose in London and was causing problems. But like I said, you weren't supposed to be here. Not yet, at least.
All clues we've found led to you, because we've not been told what we were supposed to be doing down there. We've just got curious as to what was going on.
Well, maybe, Miss T, if I just say a couple of names that might jog your memory. Have you heard the name Tate?
Ollie? Yes, of course.
Sandra's partner?
Yes. Bit of a bit of a wet rag, but nice enough guy.
So, not a works partner, but a partner.
Yes, yes. They were living together.
What's his first name?
Oliver. Ollie. Have you met him?
No, he's been...
Not that we know of, anyway.
Where, sorry,
about-
just out of character 1 second. Where did we get the name from? I can't remember. Was it a message that's sent?
No. Tate was mentioned by the detective, James Alexander. The first time I wrote it down was Cassandra's partner, Tate.
Yeah, that's what exactly what I wrote down. Well, he wasn't partner. I put down James Alexander, Cassandra Irving, and Tate.
I put down partner Tate.
I thought we got Tate earlier than that, though.
I haven't noted it down before that.
What's the? Oh, it's no.
We did look at the Tate's gallery at one point, so that was mentioned then. But that was just because while we were looking for what was in the area. Yeah, that was the only reference I've got.
No, you're right. How about a James Alexander? Is that ringing any bells?
Another one of Cassandra's friends?
Is that a guess or do you know?
Never heard of him. But
That's fine. That's all you
she
need to
didn't
say,
tell me
miss.
about her colleagues, and maybe it was somebody she worked with.
No, it's not. It's maybe the opposite. It's somebody who's trying to cover something up that's been going on.
How about the name Hopkins? That was the name that was sent to us on the email. Where's that come from? I'm guessing it came from her, but it was from someone called Hopkins.
It was how we communicated between each other. She called herself Hopkins, and I was Harker.
Harker, right. Well, that's not right then, because we were getting emails from Hopkins after she passed.
Yeah, that message that I got for what's her name?
It was the lady in the alley, wasn't it? The suicide.
Yeah. Did that come from Hopkins as well, or was that just a random
It came
text?
from Hopkins. No, it came from Hopkins.
Yeah, the Hanbury Street murder.
Yeah, so we got a message after Cassandra died. Is she working with someone else?
Well, if she is, she never told me. Could it be a partner?
Don't know.
Where
I heard anything from since.
Where did Tate live? Didn't live at her place, did he?
No, he had his own place. You know, Cassandra never told me. Just that she'd moved in with him about 6 months ago. She was quite happy, actually.
But she kept her own place going, didn't she, still?
Yeah, she liked a bit of independence, did our Cassie. Wanted to make sure that should anything go wrong, she could still go back to her place.
A sensible lady. That's where we got most of her stuff from. Her garage was like a right work of art. Nice bit of research in there. But when we were in there looking for her, or for her bits and pieces, this Alexander bloke came in.
You didn't see us, luckily.
It was like he was trying to turn the place over, see what was there, see what his sister had left. But I mean, we took all the stuff off her board that she was working on, and yeah.
Well, that's good.
And this Alexander then impersonated the detective to call us in and question us about her. So,
as a lot of power, one of my contacts said, "Is a burnt MI6 operative." So he's going. Looks like he's gone solo. But for who and why?
So I can see why Cassandra was worried about you. If he's got information about you as well, you could be in danger.
Maybe. I guess it's time I left my job.
What were you doing at the Abbey? Were you looking into the body that was found.
Body?
There was, yeah, a woman. It's in the local paper. Body was found on the rocks with a brooch. It's a local law firm asking for information about them.
Just show her a picture of the brooch.
And the woman.
Must have missed this in the paper. Haven't seen this.
She worked for
No
a local
idea.
charity. Not local, she worked for a charity called Heal the Children. Funny enough, that does lots of work in Romania.
Really?
Yeah, it's orphanages. Getting children out of Romania and fostering them.
Cassie never said anything about orphanages or Romanian children or
Might not be linked.
Might not be
It's
linked,
just
but
a-
Romania seems to come up quite a lot. How about, have you heard the name of Tabitha Homewood?
Tabitha. Sorry, Tabitha.
Homewood?
She's the daughter of Philip Homewood, I believe.
That's right, yeah, she's the fundraiser.
Ollie's boss.
What?
Ollie's boss. Lord Godalming. Ollie is the political advisor to Lord Godalming.
So Mr. Tate is working. This is a right spaghetti mess.
Yeah, it is. All right, bombshell. Let's take a 10-minute break.
I hate you, I do, Professor Higgins.
Yeah, my head's about to explode, I think.
I suggest you mind map it.
I've got a massive board in the spare bedroom. It's got little post-it.
I've never even looked into what a mind map is. Yeah, okay. My mind is going to explode.
My map, it's Bubbles' idea. You put them in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never tried to do one, but I know
link
the
each
theory
thing.
behind it. It's like they do with all those bits of string around a room.
That's right. You've got it. But on a bit of paper, it's more fun.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's have a swap screens. Yeah, there you go. See how everything links together? And things go to something twice.
Let me just get the snipping tool open.
There's some stuff on here that you can't really, you don't know about yet, but this is a mind map of all the clues that I've got detailed up to the start of chapter 3.
Right, back. Yep. Yep. I don't have any prawn cocktail, but I do have frazzles.
I've got some bacon fries, which make those tasteless in comparison. Bacon fries are my addiction. Buy a box of 28 packets and I can go through them in a matter of days.
I shall have to look out for those. Where'd you get them from?
Amazon. But you normally find them in the pub on the cards.
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
just ordered them from Amazon. So I ordered a card of them at a time and then just devour them. You can usually find them in also the bargain shops and things like B&M and Home Bargains and things, but they usually it's half a packet of the bacon fries and half of scampi fries. Well, I can't stand the fish, so it's a waste of
Scampi fries.
Yeah, it's a waste to me. So I order them from just the bacon fries from Amazon.
All right, we back.
Yeah, back.
Okay. So she goes, so what are your plans? Because the DM needs to know.
Well, we were hoping you'd tell us what she was reaching out for us for. We were totally in the dark that this person reaches out to us and then ends up dead straight away.
She said to me that something was going to happen in London, and she believed that it needed people of a peculiar skill set to stop, but there was only a small window of opportunity in which to stop it. But she said it had links to Romania, but she didn't know how.
I think we need to find Oliver Tate.
Like that.
It just seems very strange that he's connected to Lord Godalming. Sorry, Godalming. Sorry, and this charity that his daughter works for, perhaps.
Did she ever mention the name Xenia Prasad to you?
No. Who's that?
I said that I got a message from Hopkins after Cassandra died. It was with an address. We went there and we found her body, drained of blood, in the middle of an alleyway.
Yeah, it's an underground car park.
So her pseudonym was used to inform me directly to go to this address, and we found that body.
And all this young lady was doing was staying at this hotel above this restaurant.
Yeah.
But it's very strange how some of these places we've been to are like linked to, and only because we use Google, Jack the Ripper, and murders thought to be caused by Jack the Ripper. Or maybe I've taken a leap too far there.
Like it's any further than a link to Dracula.
Yeah, that's bloody stupid, mate. But no, it's.
And that book is it a copycat?
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Is it a copycat? So what's going into this Romanian thing? Because that's where this Dracula's supposed to be. And then you got the Demeter, which is the ship he came to Whitby in. and this ship's coming to Whitby.
Yeah, we definitely need to have a word with Oliver Tate just to see whether he's the one that's being Hopkins and he's been working with Cassandra or not.
How lovey-dovey were they? Were they?
Well,
Well,
6
she was
months,
talking
wasn't it?
about getting engaged.
Oh,
Pretty serious then.
A nice man, a little bit older than her, but nonetheless, a nice man.
How long has he been working for this lord then?
Oh, about 8-9 years.
Ah, so it's well established there then. It's not just
Yeah.
somebody who's popped in the scene.
do you have access to Cassandra's email under the name Hopkins?
One sec.
Okay.
She shakes her head. No, I don't have access to my sister's email, no.
Not her normal email, the one that's like you're using Harker and she's using Hopkins.
Mm.
That particular email, or even know what the email address is, because everything was hidden when it came through to us. Trying to figure out who sent me the message after Cassandra died. That's someone we need to have a word with.
I would say your best bet is to try and find Ollie.
No, I
And there's
agree
got
with
a
that.
house in Guildford.
Good paintballing place down there.
I wouldn't know. Don't do paintballing.
Well, what I would say though, Miss Teague, is please watch your back.
Wash your
Yeah.
back. I wash my back every night.
Wash your back for good.
Yeah, it sounds like you might want to change your careers away from the shipping company. Doesn't sound safe. And their security on that place is a bit excessive.
Military.
Yeah. Yeah.
In fact, it was Carl, was it? Carl's one of your security guards, there, isn't he?
The security guards there, I believe, are trained by Eden.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say that.
At least that's the suspicion I have. They obviously don't wear the Eden badge, if you can call it that, but I just think that that's where they come from. They're often quite pally with the serious mineral drivers.
Right. Has anybody seen these mines they're digging? And the inspector's been down there.
The mines, the groundworks have only just recently started. They have a small shaft that they've dug. I'm not sure that that's the real reason it's there. I just there's a lot of coming and goings with those mineral trucks. That there's something going on.
Yeah, well, if Eden are who you say they are and what they do, why go to that much trouble for a simple mining operation to dig up minerals? Why have ex-military guarding, or current military guarding your warehouse, your shipping business.
Exactly. That's what I don't understand, but I've not been able to get close enough to find out what could be going on.
Well, for your husband's sake, don't push it too hard. And that's what she said.
I'm beginning to think it's maybe time that I got another job somewhere else. He'll understand.
What's your husband do for a living?
Stockbroker.
So we can pretty much pick up that anywhere, can't he?
Yeah.
It's all online these days.
Exactly.
Well, let's raise a glass for your sister, and yeah. I don't know really what else to say. She was, I'm sure she was a lovely woman. Shame we didn't get to meet her.
Have you got a number I can get hold of you on? Well, no, did you give her your number? You did, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I find out anything else, I'll contact you. Yes?
Indeed.
Yes, sir. If you get into any trouble, give us a call. We'll get here as soon as we can. Or whenever you
I
are.
won't get into any trouble.
Remember, if you can't if you can't speak, just text us. And if you're in trouble, just send us the word Harker.
Okay.
And we'll come up as soon as we can to find you. Where are you staying? Where do you live around here?
We've got rental.
It's just in case any bother, we can get to you straight away.
Yeah, she gives you an address.
Yeah.
Just on the outskirts of Whitford.
Fantastic. Thank you. Yeah.
Probably got it in a few hours or days anyway. My contact's looking into it. That's what it is.
Okay. She. Oh.
Did Cassandra have any storage anywhere else that she might have left things that we should check out?
She doesn't know.
Right, okay, that's fine. We're going to be heading back to London, I think, to speak to Oliver.
Indeed.
She tells you that she will text you. She tells you that wherever Homewood will be during the day is most likely where Oliver will be. Otherwise, when she gets home, she'll dig out the address that they all had a New Year's at. In-game.
That's lovely. That's brilliant. Thank you.
Right, thanks.
And about so just after that, she'll kind of take a leave. So by now, it's just gone 9 o'clock.
When she leaves, I'm going to look around and see if anyone follows her.
Oh.
Look outside and see if she's being surveilled at all, especially since she's working for someone with potentially black ops.
Well, where you're sat is at the back, and it's kind of dark, looking out over the river. Now you can see the lights across the river. You could get up and follow her to the front door if you wanted.
Well, I was going to say, to be fair, I'm going to go for a smoke outside.
Yeah.
Because you can't smoke inside.
Yeah, we'll walk outside and I'll just keep a lookout while Sam has
You watch as she kind of heads up back towards the better part of town, and and you'll see that she gets into a taxi,
Okay.
and then the taxi turns and drives off.
Brilliant stuff. That's good.
About 45 minutes later, you will get a message that simply says 41 Pewley Hill. Pewley.
That's in Guildford.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just down the road from 23 Pewley Hill.
Not as far down the road as 45 Pewley Hill.
That's right. Well, mate, looks like we're going back to London.
Yeah.
Bloody M25.
Is
Okay.
it worth mentioning anything about this Lucy Westerner to the lawyers? Just so that they can maybe give closure to the family?
Do you know what, mate? Normally I would say yes, but if these lawyers can't do what you did,
Yeah.
then there's something
Oh, very
strange.
good.
It's almost like they're putting that out there for some people to come asking about her.
Yeah, might be.
So let's just leave it.
Right, okay.
Remember that copper was like, he came to see if anybody else knew stuff and what was going on.
Yeah,
The one that wasn't a copper.
I was thinking something in an anonymous email or something, but
Nah,
yeah, I won't even bother.
not our job. And if in the future we do come up here and well, we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to go back to your house, stay the night, and then head off back down south the following day?
Indeed, yeah. We will have breakfast
Yeah.
first before we go.
Unless we really want to blow Zed's mind and say, no, we're going up to Scotland to those coordinates. No, we'll go back to
We're
London.
going straight to Transylvania.
You need to. I mean, you can absolutely do that if you think you understand what those coordinates are.
It's a field.
We've not.
That's all I can see.
It's not a field. You need to
well,
look harder.
There's a building
well,
there.
yeah, there are what looks like houses or something nearby, but
Barns
on
and
the
things, isn't it?
grounds, yeah.
I would suggest you don't go there just yet.
Yeah.
In MMO terms, that will be a triple bar with a big skull above it.
I was going to say, yeah.
Yeah.
We're in the wrong zone. Get out.
You are definitely in the wrong zone.
Yeah, so
It's like World of Warcraft where you turn left and you end up in a level 40 zone and you're only level 12.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, we're now turning
Okay.
around and heading back to this newbie zone.
You go back to the castle and settle down for the night. Once again, you get up just after 7, Monday the 5th of September. Couple of things grab your attention as you once again you eat a full English breakfast. Hearty sausages, bacon and black pudding, white pudding, whatever kind of pudding you want. I don't like either. Beans, eggs, hash browns,
Nice.
porridge.
Ah,
There's always a couple of boxes of cereal that you can have as well.
the grapefruit. Is there a grapefruit where you can put the spoon?
Yeah, there's a bowl of fruit. There's like fruit. Last night, Billington and Sons suffered a break-in. Several items were taken,
The brooch.
including the brooch.
Mother.
Okay. This what's it made out of? Whitby Jet. Where this Sirius Mining is digging. Is Jet found in that area?
No.
Okay.
No.
No, they're mining for. I didn't write it down. Actually, I went to the webpage and found it.
Yeah,
They are mining for polyhalite and potash.
Yeah. But that's what the official story is. I was thinking, could this have some other use? But okay.
You don't know. I mean, as far as everything is concerned, they are a legitimate American-based company at this time. If you follow the history, actually, they get acquired later on, and the mine is still going, but suffered quite a lot with during COVID. So at this point in time, they're a fairly new American company that's come into the UK specifically to dig potash, as far as you can tell. The second thing that grabs your attention, police still have no real clues as to the whereabouts of the missing resident of the house in East London, but also they have no more clues at this point as to who actually did
the murders.
The murders.
Well, that resident's got to come off.
They haven't got. Yeah, they haven't been able to find your mobile number. They're not very good police, are they?
Well, to be fair, they should have actually realised and checked when I said to Johnson that we were going to go see him before we went away for a few days.
Yeah.
We told the police we were going to go away for a few days.
Yeah, he's gone home sick, so maybe he hasn't passed that on.
Maybe he hasn't. If he'd stopped locking himself in a suitcase, he'd be all right.
The second thing that gets you is a report in the Time of another murder occurring in East London.
Whoa.
A woman was found stuffed in a waste bin in the vicinity of St. James's Passage.
Just sounds so wrong.
Police are looking at CCTV footage from the area and are seeking any witnesses that may have been in the vicinity between the hours of midnight and 4 a.m. this morning.
Whoa.
Actually, you wouldn't see that in the paper. You would see that on the news.
On telly.
On TV.
And we've had no message from... You've had no emails from Harker.
Hopwood, or whatever his name was. Hopkins,
sorry.
Yeah.
She's Harker, sorry.
No, not recently. Not since Xenia Prasad. And because of the way it's been done, I can't even send an email back saying that, who are you? And
No. I was just saying, if
that type of thing.
when Prasad died, you got an email, didn't you, to point you towards his body. If this person thinks we're still in London, maybe Hopkins might have sent you a message if you knew about this murder, but obviously he doesn't.
No. Did you give any details about the woman? Like name or...
No details have been forthcoming yet.
Right, okay.
Yeah, contact family first.
Yeah.
And it was only this morning as well, so... Right, mate, let's finish this coffee and pack up and let's get out.
Yeah. So I suspect we're going to end up coming back here at some point, but all the clues are still back in London.
Yeah, I'm going to write in the guest book. Lovely stay. Be back again.
Okay.
And I'll put my name on it, Sam McRae, and date it.
All right. You can do that.
Nothing like
I'll
having
do
a bit of
something
paper.
similar.
Nothing like having a bit of paper trail behind you.
Exactly. That's what I just realised you were doing. So yeah, I'm doing the same.
All right. You head southward, back to London, taking the best part of the day to travel south and back to the city. Where are you going to go?
I'm going to go home to unload.
Back to your apartment?
Yep.
Yeah, because we technically don't know that anything's happened.
Okay.
Which has been away to Whitby for a few days.
All right.
Yeah.
So late afternoon, you arrive back at your apartment. You do so as you kind of pull up. You notice that there is a police tape "Do Not Cross" cordon around the perimeter of the house, and there is there are two police officers stood just inside the tape, just kind of stood there, like you see them to talk to the public and say no, you can't come in.
All right, mate. What's going on here?
Police investigation, sir.
That's all fine and well, mate, but I want to go inside to me apartment. Been away for a few days. I want to come back to my apartment. I'm going to get rid of these stuff and get a shower and...
Your apartment, sir?
Yeah, my apartment. Third floor.
You Mr. McRae?
I am Mr. McRae, yeah, that's right. Well, what's that got to do with you?
Oh, well, the detective has been trying to find you, sir.
Well, I wasn't here, so that's probably why he hasn't found me.
Oh, yes, sir. Are you?
What the bloody hell's going on? I've gone away for a few days. I've come back, and I just want to go inside, have a shower, have a kip.
Well, sir, there's been an unfortunate incident, sir. We've had to seal off the building whilst our forensics teams do a thorough investigation floor to floor. It seems, sir, that somebody, we think it possibly gang related, sir, decided to set about the residence.
Well, this is a quiet neighbourhood. This is why I got the place. It's quiet around here.
Well, I'm sorry, sir, to say, but I don't think you'll be able to stay here for a while. We can probably arrange for you to collect some of your belongings, sir, if that's of use to you. And I would imagine as I say, the detective would be interested in interviewing you.
So where am I supposed to live if I can't go back to my own bloody house?
Don't worry, sir. We have a fund for this, so we can put you up in a local hotel for the duration, and I'm sure if you speak to your landlord, you would be able to get some kind of.
Oh, I'm sorry, mate. It's not your fault. It's been a long drive. We were up at Whitby, so it's been a long drive down here again.
Yes, I can imagine, sir. Quite a way, Whitby. So, would you like me to arrange for you to gain access to your property?
I would absolutely love that, because I need to get some new clothes, some change of clothes at least, and just Yeah. I mean, hopefully my apartment's not been touched. What have they done? What is it? Just big break-ins?
Sir, I'm not quite at liberty to discuss the finer details. However, Detective Holder, I'm sure, will be more than happy to brief you. And he gets his radio. Sarge, yeah, it looks like Mr. McRae and an associate of his has returned from a weekend away, sir. He's asking if he can gain access to his property to collect his goods. He understands that he's not able to stay there. Understood, Sarge. Yes. A forensics officer will meet you. Yeah, you will need to put on forensics gear.
That's all right, mate. That sounds a bit bloody. For a simple burglary, he seems a bit over the top.
Yes, sir. He lets you through. He doesn't let Mark through. He asked Mark to stay, obviously not to contaminate the scene.
I wasn't even asking to go forward. I'm just standing back.
You go through to the front entrance and you're greeted by a forensics officer who's in one of those complete white overalls, gloves, taped around his boots.
Yeah.
And he puts a set of boots, gloves, well, 2 or 3 sets of boots, gloves, and overalls. And he says, if you don't mind, sir, you'll need to put all these on, please, sir.
I'll tell you, I must have stolen a lot from here if going for this ring roll, but yeah, I just want some clothes, mate. Let me put them on quickly.
No problem. And then if you'd like to follow me, sir, we'll get you up to your what floor, sir?
3rd floor.
Ah, yes. The what happened to yours was trashed, wasn't it?
Yeah. Properly trashed.
Properly trashed. Ah, yes. Interesting. He takes you upstairs, and there are a few stains still on the floor. There are still marks where the stains are. Bodies have obviously gone.
What the bloody hell's going on here?
I'm afraid, sir, there was several deaths.
No.
Yes, sir.
Give me a second, sorry.
No worries.
The names of your neighbours.
What? Is Jeff all right? How about Raquel?
Raquel. Yes. Fortunately, Raquel is fine.
Shit.
And it was her who found everything.
Oh no! What?
If you remember, you saw her
yeah,
coming down
I did.
the street with
That's
a
why
knife on
we
her arm.
scarped out the back window.
That's why you legged it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And yes, unfortunately, Raquel was the one who found everything, and yes, immediately called the police. Yes, Jeff. Unfortunately, Jeff, his wife, Colin and Amy.
Colin and Amy, yeah. What? On 1st floor, Colin and Amy.
I'm afraid, sir. I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but yes, all of your neighbours were killed in the incident, sir.
No. I put my hand on his shoulder. No.
Yes, absolutely. We believe it might have been gang related. We did find a large amount of marijuana in Jeff's apartment.
Jeff wasn't like that.
Sorry, in the 4th floor apartment, which is the one you knew to be
empty. Yeah, but that was empty. That wasn't even occupied.
Yeah, we're wondering whether or not a gang member had been using it to grow the drug. A rival gang had discovered it and assumed that everybody was part of the business.
Now, don't get me wrong, I'm no naughty boy, but I'm no clean person either. When it comes down to that smell, surely I would have smelt something.
Maybe.
That's like, bloody hell. Oh, this happened when?
We believe Friday.
That's when we left. We left Friday morning.
Yeah, we believe it was. Was it Friday or was it Thursday night?
Whatever night it was, we left early morning.
I know.
Before that.
Yeah,
Anyway, it was either Thursday or because you had. No, you got there on Saturday lunchtime, didn't you? You got
Yes.
to Whitby on Saturday.
We did, yeah. So it must have been Friday because we left straight away.
Yes, day one Whitby, 3rd Saturday. Yes, you left straight away. Yeah, we believe it was Friday evening at some point.
Oh my God.
Raquel returned with her friend at about 11 o'clock that night and called us almost immediately in tears.
Bloody hell. We left like the afternoon before that happened, oh God. If we'd have stayed one more day, like we thought, oh, well, do we leave it today or go tomorrow? I said, no, let's go now. We could have been dead like them.
Well, sir, quite fortunate for you that you weren't. Here we go, your apartment. As you can see, for some reason they did a big number on your apartment. Are you quite a wealthy man, sir?
Well, I won't class
You might
myself
want to
as
take a look around to see if there's anything missing.
I won't class myself as wealthy, but I've saved a lot of money because I don't spend much, but I do like nice things. Blood, my laptop's gone. What have I done to my TV? Why would you tear a cabinet off the wall?
So we're looking for something that could have been hidden behind it, so I don't know.
Look at the state of this place. Alright, I'm just going to go to my bedroom and get some clothes, mate. Sorry,
He will
I just.
follow you wherever you go. He
That's
follows
fine.
you and watches
Yeah.
you like a hawk.
I'm not going to get anything that's because all my stuff's in the lockup and yeah. So this is literally my proper home.
This is your proper home with your proper clothes.
Yeah.
The lockup is where you keep things like your IDs and
Yep.
money.
Stash. Yep. So I'm going to go into the bedroom. I'm going to go to the wardrobe, take out trousers, shirts, jackets, put them into another overnight bag. Socks,
Okay.
underwear, usual things.
Yeah. The forensics officer walks you through the rest of the apartment, asking you to check if there's anything else missing. He just makes a note that the laptop was gone.
Well, I can't see if but I mean the place is trashed. It's going to take me ages to go through everything. I mean, I don't keep it. Well, there's me watches, but I go back into the bedroom and open the bedroom the drawer, and there's just a couple of watches in there, which are not expensive, just
Yeah. No Philip Patek or anything like that.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, your watches are there.
Cartier Santos 15.
Your cufflink selection, your collection of cufflinks are there.
Oh, that bag of diamonds. Those blood diamonds I had.
The brick of cocaine, all gone.
Oh my God. Do I get compensation for that?
What is missing, though, is your tie that identified you as belonging to a particular, or it was a tie with the
Unit insignia.
insignia of a particular, not the SAS unit,
No.
but your normal unit
Yes.
insignia.
And I would pick up on that.
Yeah.
That's bloody strange. Why would somebody take a tie? And it's
That is strange. Though. You sure it's missing? You didn't
I
take it in the bottom of a bag or anything?
I only wear it on special occasions, like Remembrance Day. It's my it's my unit tie that That's strange. And I'll describe it to him.
What about? Would you have a dress uniform?
Indeed. Let me just go through the wardrobe, and there'll be hopefully a big Ziploc bag there hanging on a hanger.
Ziploc bag is there. It is in shreds, half hanging on the hanger, half not hanging on the hanger. But the uniform inside appears to be okay, apart from the patch that you had on your shoulder. That's been ripped off.
Oh, that's bloody weird. That.
And it would have been your recognised rank.
Yeah.
So you would have had a recognised rank and the rank that you were actually, that could not be recognised because it was gained through covert operations.
Indeed.
And that's missing. You're probably a sergeant or maybe a lieutenant or something.
That's it. We're all sergeants.
Well, I think in the SAS you were probably a captain.
Captain, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Again, I'll describe the patch to him.
Okay.
But why?
Perhaps the gang member wanted a trophy, sir.
But they could have taken the M4 I've got in the cupboard down there.
Yeah, check the uniform pockets. Oh, the grenades are missing.
Yeah. Oh, but they left the pins. I know you've got a job to do, but when will this be sorted out? And where do I go? I know the chap downstairs is a hotel, and I've got to speak to a detective Holder.
Can you remember? Did we identify where you actually lived?
We did.
Do you have an address, roughly speaking? Because I don't have your address scribbled down anywhere.
Bear with me. Sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. Bethnal Green, wasn't it? I've got Bethnal Green in my head as that was the rough area.
Yeah, I've got nothing.
Bethnal Green, yes, 2-bedroom flat. I didn't write down the exact address, but it's Bethnal Green, you're right.
All right. My brain's working overtime at the moment.
And it was
Okay.
an old Victorian type, which been converted into apartments, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah, I remember that. I'm just looking for Bethnal Green again.
Let me drop myself on a random street. Ooh, flats.
It looks like it's a lot of normal, very modern flats and housing.
Yeah.
Green.
Oh, I'm getting warmer. I know exactly what I'm looking for. I just can't bloody find it on the map. Ah, right. Okay. So if you go to, say, Grantley Street,
How do I spell that?
Grantley. I mean, they're not three. Oh, there are 3 stories. Oh, they're more flats. Sorry.
Yeah, finding a 3-story or even a
The
4-story,
4-story,
is
isn't
going to
it?
be quite tricky. However, well, it doesn't really matter for now, does it? Let me just find a. So,
Well, you could go to. That is right on this front there. That is on Rhonda Grove, but right on the junction of the A11.
how do I spell Rhonda?
It's funny spelt. It's RHONDDA.
Got it.
It's
Oh, so
literally.
that actually puts you in Mile End.
Oh, is that too far out?
No? Oh, that one.
See, it's a 4-story because the actual roof is converted as well on all of those.
Yeah. Okay, that works. Well, how about it being that white one right at the corner
Right at the
there?
corner, yeah.
All right, let me just make a note of that.
Going into a lot of detail for something that you've now lost.
I've not lost it. It's a fix me upper.
Yeah.
Insurance will cover it. Be fine.
Try selling that place. Oh yeah, there were loads of murders in the place. Then again, there are some strange people that would probably want that.
Only murders in the building.
The main reason I wanted to know roughly where you were is because I can then say the police will instruct you to book yourself into the Park Villa Boutique Hotel, which is literally down Grove Road.
Fantastic.
Appears to be just a simple little There it is. It's that little house. A little tiny house with a couple of houses to the side that they own. And it just says that the police... well, let's actually have a look. What was it like in 2011? 2011, it was the Mile End Hotel. A bit scraggy looking, but... so the police will suggest that you just book in there for a couple of nights, or for the night, and Detective Alice Holder will come and speak to you tomorrow and get you into a more appropriate residence for a few days until she can release the place back to you.
No, I totally understand. That's thank you. I can't find it on Grove Road. It's not pop. It show me.
So if you look at Grove Road, which is the next 2 rows down, it's just called the Park Villa Boutique Hotel.
It's not popping on mine. Where is it, near the Victoria?
It's near the Spa Plasto convenience store, or near the Texaco Grove Road and Zip Car place.
Yeah, further down from the Victoria.
Yeah.
It's written in kind of pinkish colour.
In 2011, though, it's called the Mile End Hotel.
Yeah, I'm looking at the map rather than the street view.
You got it, Eddie?
No, I'm still looking at the map. I've got the surgery. So, right. So for the Victoria, Kath, am I going north or south?
South.
Right, let me drop myself on there then and see what happens.
You go across the train tracks by the looks of things. And
there's a link to
it's just in front of Mile End Park. Got Mile End Park, and it's in the middle of the park by the looks of things.
I've got a Texaco.
Opposite Morgan Street.
It's strange. Oh, right, Morgan Street, okay.
So, follow Morgan Street to the west, and it's at the end. When it reaches Grove Road, it's there, smack bang in front of you.
I was almost there as well. Brilliant. No, thank you. That's great.
That's okay. Like I say, a lot of detail.
Awesome.
Okay. So you go and get yourself checked in. You mentioned that you are checking in because the police have directed you, and actually you'll get a card that you can show them and they can check it, and you get yourself a twin room for the two of you.
Oh, I was going to say I'd look into a travel lodge nearby, but
you can get a twin room if you want. They offer you a twin room or a double.
Twin sounds good.
Yeah.
Not wanting to make assumptions. Okay. I think at that point, gents, we'll call it a night there as you kind of check in and settle down for the night of the 5th.
Isn't it frustrating when we find my place on Grove Road? There's some lovely houses that were perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's call it an evening there. You've got a little bit more information.
A lot more, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Full page
Well,
for it. More or less.
You've got a lot of a lot of stuff that you need to unpick.
Yeah. I think what we're just going to do is find out Oliver Tate, pin him against the wall, and interrogate him.
And I think, Matt, you should be reading that bloody book that we got from that lady's house, from Cassandra's house.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. Unfortunately, the Doc Holliday novels I'm reading at the moment are more enjoyable. Finding time.
It's always the problem, isn't it? Finding time.
Actually, which one am I on now?
That was brilliant, by the way. Thank you.
Hopefully you enjoyed tonight.
Yeah, I did.
Indeed.
Again, not a huge amount of action going on at the moment, boys.
Nah.
That's not what it's all about, though, is it? The less action, the better.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen is he's going to work out how we're supposed to create the characters. We're going to create them. We're going to be wimps, and then we're going to have action.
Yes. Well, yeah. I've got 462 luck points. I'm fine.
It's not bad thickness, look. Top book is the Mythras book.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice,
Slightly
isn't it?
bigger. Yeah, it's actually a pretty nice book.
The artwork's brilliant. I love the Anthama's. Oh god, what's she called? Althanama's. The bits, the story bits in it that tell you what the rules are.
Yeah. Yes.
There's a little blurb for each bit, I think, isn't there?
There is, yeah. Yeah, right. Taking the server down, boys. So, my recommendation to you is to try, one of you at least, mind map and share it.